Hello everyone, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. So today is 31st of May and last day of the month, and right now we are in pre-New York session. So let's get started. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's see. Let's just remove these things over here. So yeah, this yellow vertical line is the line I have marked for for the pre-NY session over here, and because I have just noticed that most of the volume in the market comes when there is pre-NY session and NY and at the NYC open. So yeah. Okay, so we have this clean range through the left, and already it just formed this resistance over here and rejecting this area at this point. Hello TN, how are you? So GPY just rejected this area over here and starts to fall down over here. Hello Mohammed, how are you? So now the thing is, let's just go and analyze it in bigger time frames over here. Okay, so yeah, let's see what GPJPY is telling us. Hello Ejingi, yeah. Ahmed, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'll just check the gold here. Okay, so uh, in GBPJPY previous week candle just broke above this resistance level here in the weekly time frame, and it's now coming back down, right? So earlier also GBPJPY just rejected the same area, and it is rejecting again the same area. So let's go to the daily over here. So the daily candle has just crossed below the low of the previous daily's Friday's candle, and it has just made a liquidity wick over here, and it's coming down right now. So let's just switch to 4-hour time frame over here. Okay, so at this point what we can see is, let's see, yeah, so at this point what we can see is 4-hour candle, this 4-hour candle just broke above and closed above this weekly resistance over here, and the next 4-hour candle just went up, but these all 4-hour candles just starts rejecting this area over here, and now they just started to leave that area behind and starts to coming down. So this 4-hour candle over here just left with a long big wick rejection over here, and with small bearish candle. This 4-hour candle also left with a long wick rejection, and closed like a doji candle. So the previous 4-hour candle just created a upper wick, which is a liquidity wick, and just came back all the way down. So the thing is, and the idea is that if this 4-hour candle just breaks below this area over here, then there's a very high chance that GPJPY will be moving down at least to this area over here. Yeah, because we have this clean range in the 4-hour, right? So we can easily come down to this level to test this support, to test this resistance from this side, which become the support at this point. So that's the idea over here. Let's go to the early time frame at this point. Okay, so 1-hour candle looks like, so the previous 1-hour candle closed bullish, and the current 1-hour candle just rejecting this area to the upside. So which is kind of matching with this wick over here. So we can say that it has already tested that resistance zone and now coming back down. So if this 1-hour candle starts to break the low of the previous 1-hour candle, then we will be having our confirmations for sells. So if we go to the 30 minutes over here, then 30-minute time frame has also rejected this area over here, creating a upper wick, and now starts to come down at this point. So I think that it should be continue moving down with volume. 15 minutes looks like similar. So the thing is that GPGPY was at this area, so it's slowly started to leave this area over here and eventually came back down to this area, which was the support zone. So it just rejected that support zone also, but then it's now starting to move far away from this support zone over here by coming straight down, and still it just retraced back a little bit, and now still it's coming down over here. So yeah, that's the idea over here. So let's see where we can get into a trade. I think we will be getting a trade soon today. So the idea is, let's see here in the 5 minutes. Okay, I think we have some volume today. So 15-minute candle just came back down. Okay, current 15-minute candle also coming down. So if we take a trade at this point, then our stop loss will be around, okay, stop loss will be big. Alright, so let's see what do we have on the left. Okay, so we have really nothing on the left over here, I think. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Hello XP Gaming, how are you? What about the gold? Yeah, I'll just analyze the gold in few minutes over here. Just trying to figure out where I can enter in GPJPY. Okay, so this candle came out to be a bearish candle over here. If I calculate the range from this point to this point, the range is not good. Okay, so we can just mark this level of support over here. Alright, yeah. And we can just give this a yellow line at this point and this point. So the idea is, if the current candle starts to break the low of the previous candle, then I can get into a sell trade at this point. So that will be also breaking of the low in the 1 hour candle. So this will be our liquidity wick, and this will be our breakout point, right? So yeah, at this point we can enter a trade when the current candle will be breaking this low over here. So let's go and check gold, what the gold is doing. Okay, so the thing is, in GBP/JPY, let me just zoom it for you. So the thing is, okay, so there's one more thing. In my live streams now, you can just switch to 1080p. It is HD video. So yeah, that's the setting I have just changed yesterday. So we are now having HD video here, HD streaming. So EXP Gaming is saying break also 4 hour candle. Yeah, that's true. So if the 1 hour candle breaks this low over here, then that will be the break of the previous 4 hour candle also. Okay, so let's see gold. Let's just remove these things. Alright, so let's see from where the gold is coming and where it just rejected. So gold has just in the weekly, gold was coming from this point, and let's just mark a support level at some point. Okay, so gold just rejected this area over here. So this was a pretty strong support which was coming through the left in the weekly, and gold is now starting to move up at this point, and it's kind of at the strong resistance zone at this point. So yeah, let's just check this in the daily. Okay, yeah, picture is more clear in daily. So if we go to the daily time frame, then you can say that this can be the point where gold can go. So yeah, this can be the point where gold can go. So now we know that we have this clean range to the left, and we have this resistance area to the top. So So now gold, I think gold can go to this target over here, which is 1955.53, but obviously we are in daily, so we cannot take a trade according to daily. So let's go and mark few things over here in 4 hours. Okay. So I think let's see JPY over here first. Okay, so it's not moving. Alright. So if we talk about the 4-hour time frame, then a resistance has been created earlier, and this resistance has been respected uh, at this point also. So the market did not broke above this resistance at this point. And if we look to the left over here, let's see what do we have here. So this resistance is the support from the left, and it's a pretty good strong resistance. That's why it did not broke over here. So when in the past, when gold was reaching at this point over here, it just rejected that area, came back down. So now it is again rejecting that area. So let's see where it can be coming back down if we talk about the support thing over here. So yeah, this is the area where the gold can eventually come down and test again, and then it can go up. So I think, yeah, this should be the area over here. So if we go to the 1 hour, then we know that now the gold is just rejecting that area again. Now it has started to leave that area, right? It went up, tested that thing, and now rejected that area, made some sort of consolidation here, now rejected that area also, and now moving down. So let's see in the 30 minutes over here. So 30 minutes looks like gold can eventually come down to test this level over here. So I think the bias is sell in gold. Yeah, let's remove all the drawings over here and just analyze where we can just take a trade in gold. Alright, so this is the 29 pips of range over here. So I think if gold can break below 1902.41, then it will be a good sell to take, because we have this clean range from the left, and yeah, that will be a good sell. So this will be our target, recent target, and so 1902.85 will be the area for sells, and execution will be around this point, 1902.36. So the thing is, if this candle, let's see here in the 15 minutes. Okay, so I think this candle will be closing bullish, and in this case over here, I think we should be waiting for a candle to break and close below this area, because we have rejections earlier at the same area at this point. So multiple rejections was there, and if we talk about the current market scenario, then we have also seen these multiple rejections at this point also. So I think, yeah, we should be waiting for a candle to break and close below to execute sell trades in gold. We have good range to the downside, so yeah. Let's see. Okay, so GJ is just rejecting over here and starts to move up. 15 minutes left for the 1 hour candle to close. So let's see where this candle will be closing. Let me just remove all these drawings over here. Okay. So yeah. So this was the area of support at this point. Yeah, this could be a trade here. So now GJ is just retracing back and kind of rejecting this area. Where's the point? I think this should be the point over here. Yeah. So we have a clean range of about 58 to 60 pips. So I think this will be a good trade idea over here. And yeah, gold just went bullish and 15-minute candle just closed bullish over here. So gold was tapped into this zone, came down, rejected the same area over here, and it just went up, rejected this area over here, and again came down. So trying to go down now, but it just went up over here. So if we look through the left, then we have this resistance at this point, which is matching with this resistance. So yeah, we can have some sort of consolidation and then eventually a breakout move. So I think good buys in gold will be above this zone over here. Yeah, 22 23 pips of range is there. So okay, so 30-minute candle trying to come down over here. I'll wait for a 30-minute candle to break and close below this range over here, and then I'll execute a sell trade. Because right now it's just leaving this area over here, came back all the way down, leaving all the areas, rejected this area, creating a upper wick, big wick, which is matching with the area to the left, again coming down. So breaking and closing below will be the confirmations for us to execute sells. Okay, gold is moving up, but right now I'm much focused on GBP JPY. Let's see here. By looking at this market structure over here, it's really a good market structure, because the thing is, the previous 4-hour candle just closed a strong bearish candle, and which is far away from the resistance level over here. There was no trade at this point, but there can be a trade at this point when this candle starts to move down, because I think it's just creating an upper liquidity wick over here and will be coming down to test this area over here. Yeah. Because we are already at this strong rejection zone in the week, in the monthly, and it can eventually reject, as this is the last day of the month and can close around this area. So will be good sells in GBP JPY. I can see some volume here. 9 minutes left. So this candle will be closing in 9 minutes, and the 1 hour candle will be closing in 9 minutes also. Alright. Gold also rejecting this area as we discussed, because earlier also gold just rejected this area, and I really think that gold is coming down to this area at least. Yeah, it should come down to this area. Okay, so 7 more minutes left here for GBJPY to close. I think now I'll be waiting for a candle to close below this area. I won't be executing any impulse trades if this candle breaks this low over here, because it can reject and close back in the range, so don't want to take that risk at this point. Because if this candle just breaks this low and close back in the range, then eventually the next candle can just retrace a little bit more, and then it can just break the low and then it will be coming down. So should be waiting for the next 1 hour candle to create a liquidity wick to the upside, and then can just starts to move down. So the time is right now, this is the NY pre-NY candle over here, and we can expect some sort of volume. So let's see at what time the New York will be opening. So New York will be opening I think in 30 minutes. So yeah, gold starts to move up. Let's just get ready for the buy ideas also. So if gold just starts to move up, then okay, so today's candle just broke above the high of the previous candle, tapped into this zone, rejected. So if it starts to move up again, then there is a chance that it might just break that level and go up. Okay, let's see. But GJ will be a pretty good trade today. If it starts to break this low over here, then this will be a pretty good trade. So we have 4 minutes left for the candle to close. GJ in 15-minute time frame looks like it's rejecting to drop further. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, actually, the thing is, this was the point here, which was a very important point for GJ, because this point was coming from the left. So this was a pretty strong resistance level, and it just respected that thing and now starting to come back down, right? And this candle closed a strong bearish candle. But the thing is, there was no range to take a trade because this was only 7.6 pips of range. So didn't took this trade over here, and the next candle just did the same thing. It just rejected with big wick over here and closed like a weak bearish candle. And the same thing is just doing. This candle is just doing the same thing over here, and if we go to the 30 minutes over here, then we can see a more clear picture. But the thing is, in 30 minutes also, GJ is just leaving this long wick over here. So in the next candle, we can expect a wick fill. Let's see here in the 45 minutes. Okay, nothing much. So yeah, in the next candle, or you can say 1 hour candle or 30-minute candle or any candle, it can just create a upper wick, liquidity wick, and starts to come down to fill this wick over here. And when this wick gets filled, and once it breaks this low over here, then that will be the entry point for us. So I'll be keeping an eye on this in the 5 minutes also, because that big candle structure, big time frame structure will be, coming from the lower time frame. So I'll be getting an eye on this lower time frames also to execute a good trade. And I really think that it should be dropping further. It's just getting some liquidity here and will be moving down. we might not see any big moves today. Uh, no, actually, I really think that GJ can just, start to move down, and when it starts to move down, it will be quick. So in GBPJPY, I really think that we can see a big move. At least 10 pip of big move for us. So yeah. So this candle is kind of rejecting this area over here, and the next candle can eventually come down to test this low over here, which will be a wick fill for the previous 15-minute candle. Let's see. The gold is just rejecting the same area coming through the left. Okay, so there is some problem in gold over here. As we can see that the gold is coming from right from here, right? So in the previous candle, the gold just rejected all this area over here all the way up and closed all the way up. So it can do this here also. So what I'm thinking is, if gold breaks this low over here, then I think I'm gonna wait for a candle to close below this area to execute a sell trade to reach this area over here. So yeah, that will be my idea for gold. I won't be executing any impulse trade on gold because it's already coming far from up, and if we look at the stop loss, then stop loss will be pretty big also. So yeah, let's see here in 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour candle will be a wick fill, but still there is a very high possibility that it might reject this area. So to be very confirmed and to be very sure, really need a candle to break and close below 1902.85. GJ just moving up, 13 seconds left. Let's see if it closes above or if it closes below. Let's see. Okay, so GBP JPY just closed above this area in the 5 minutes. So what it can do is it can just close back in the range, this creating this fake out, and eventually can start to move down. If not, then it will be moving up to this area over here. Okay, so it's breaking the low of the previous candle. That means that wick fill can be done here. Okay, so 15-minute candle just reversed back, creating a upper wick, and I think this candle should be filling this wick over here. Yeah, 4 minutes left, so cannot say anything. Let's see where it will be closing. Okay, gold is just moving down fast over here. If we switch to the 5 minutes, then if the 5-minute candle breaks below this area, then I think then we can execute a trade in gold, but that will be risky because these wick rejected this area so many times. So I think I'll wait for a candle to close below this area. If this gold candle just starts to drop down and reach this area, then we cannot do anything at that point. 8 minutes, we have 8 minutes in this candle, and the way it's moving, it's really fast, and it can just potentially go down straight to this level. So let's see, what do we have here? Daily is coming down. 4-hour candle just broke this low of the previous candle, and now it's coming down over here. I'm worried about this support from the left. in gold, which is 7 pips away, which means that 7 pips away there is this support over here somewhere around. Okay, so this is the support level from the left in gold. So really need to wait for a candle to break and close below this area, because what it in gold the problem is, if we break below this area and if we take an impulse entry, then we can just move down to this level, which is around 6-7 pips, and it can just reject this area. So yeah, really need this candle to close below. Okay, looks like GJ is just creating a fake out as discussed here. So yeah, let's wait. Just broke down below that area. It can continue moving down, but it can also reject. Really don't know. Okay, so gold is dropping here. 5 minutes left for 15-minute candle to close. GJ is still dropping, but slow. So yeah, that's the area where gold can just have some problem. So if this candle just closes here below this area, then and the next candle breaks this low over here, then there will be a good sell in gold. Really looking for this candle to close here, but this candle can also just reject this area and close back in the range. See, this rejection I was talking about. Just went 4 pips in profit, and now you are in drawdown. Now at this point people can just risking off few positions. So really important for this candle to close below this area, because it's gold, right? And if we look to the left, then it just went all the way down, rejected, moved up, all the way down, rejected, moved up. So it can just do the same thing, all the way down, rejecting, can close above, and then it can eventually just consolidate, and after that it can just come down. So yeah, okay, GJ is coming down. That's good. Fake out move, break the low over here, filling the wick. Good signs. Good rejection wick over here, good rejection wick at this point. 1 hour looks good. Yeah, 1 hour also filling the wick. Really think that GJ, you know what, I think that GJ is just correcting all this move. All this move will be corrected. So in case If this move will be corrected, then I think we can easily grab as much as 40 pips. So yeah, that can be done. Look, gold is just doing same things over here, playing with the traders, playing with the minds. But I don't have, I'm not in a very hurry to trade, so if I don't get a chance today, I'll be happy. At least I'll not lose anything. Okay, so in 2 minutes, 15-minute candle will be closing. In 2 minutes, 15-minute candle will be closing. Rejected this area, moved up, rejected this area, went down, created a rejection wick, filling that wick. So breaking below this area will be a good sell. Let's see in the 2 hour time frame. So 2 hour time frame will be also good because 1 hour 46 minutes left. If breaks the low, then can continue moving down. 3 hour, let's see here. 3 hour will be all the way, 3 hour will be reversing. So the thing is, by looking at the 3 hour here, it's now having 46 minutes. So to make a move, and as we are anticipating that the 30-minute candle and 1 hour candle and 2 hour candle will be moving down, so that means that this 3 hour candle should be closing a good bearish candle. So to make its bearish move, it just have 46 minutes. It hasn't moved from more than 2 hours, and now it has just 45 minutes to move. So will it move or not? Or it may just close back up. So that's why I really need a candle to close below this area, and then we can eventually take a trade. So this area will be important here. Let me just mark a green line at this point. Okay, so in 15 minutes, in 15 seconds, gold will be closing here for the 15-minute candle. And if this candle closes back in the range, then I don't know. Then I might not take any trade on gold. Because the thing is, okay, so it just closed back in the range. I think the range is not there. Let's see, 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes looks good here. Strong rejection, let's see in the smaller time frames. Okay. 5-minute candle just closed back up. So it can reject this area and starts to go down. Oh, 5 minutes candle just broke the high here, I think. If this breaks this low over here, then 19 pips off target. That means 30 minutes will be moving down. If I look here, 4-hour candle can move down, which means 1-hour candle will be moving down, and which means weekly candle will be moving down. Really not sure about that. This is the 1-hour support, and we are currently at this support level over here, and we know that the gold trend is in buy. So if we cross below this zone over here and reject this zone, then I think we can grab good sells, because then we can move down. Because the thing is, whenever the market tapped into this zone, it rejected and tapped here on the support at this point. But right now, because here when the market tapped into this area earlier, it just rejected that level and moved up. So that can be also, can happen here. So I think we should wait for the gold to just break and close below this area, and then we might take a trade in this zone here, this clean range, when the candles will be moving far away from the resistance level. So yeah, I'll be waiting. I just don't want to get trapped into anything in gold. Actually, I just want to lose anything in gold. So yeah, waiting will be a good option. Oh, so GJ 15-minute candle just closed with no wick. Alright. Okay, so GBP is moving up here. Gold still rejecting that area. That's why that area is really important. Let's see why it's rejecting that area. Okay, okay, so this is gold. Alright, 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is rejecting that area in GBJPY. What does that mean? That means that there is no trade right now. Yeah. But I still think that GJ should fall down. Yeah, I really think that JPY will be moving down. It will be correcting this move basically. Okay, look, gold rejecting that area from the 1 hour. That area was really important because it's good that we marked that area because I was about to take a sell trade, but look how this area will be working as a zone, strong zone here. So once gold starts to leaving this zone behind and again starts to move up, then I think I'll be buying gold. 35 pips range. So this will be our area for the gold, because once the gold breaks and close above this area, then it can easily move to this area, and it can break this area further and eventually can move up, more up. So yeah. How was your last week? Can you share? Okay, I'll make a video and then you guys can know where I and why I took the trade. I'll just create a breakdown video. Actually, the thing is kind of, really extremely busy here with the course and with the website. So, about to make that video last week also, and because I just told everybody that I'll making that video, but most probably this weekend I'll be making a video of for this full week breakdown of the trades. And if you're on Discord, then just send me your username. I'll add you up on Discord so that you can just send charts and I'll commenting on each and everyone's chart. And there is another thing. Once the website will be finished, man, it will be, you know, it it's just getting extremely good. The website part will be extremely good. It will be having course integration in it and everything. It will be having free indicator section, free robot section, so that everybody can just go and just download the free indicators and robots to test and to use. So everything will be there. Gold just got stuck in this range over here. Let's see. Okay, so by looking at the gold, it's look like that it's kind of rejecting this area at this point and can reverse back to this range. Yeah, that will be the rejection in 4 hour also. Okay, 30-minute candle just closed here, and let's see in GJ. This can be the rejection point in GBP JPY. Candle can reject this area and then it can just move down. And in gold, the previous 30-minute candle just rejected this area with a long wick, and I think if gold can break above this area, then it will be moving up to this point. But that's not our trade. Our trade is above here, because the range is not good according to the gold. 16 pips range only. I really think that sorry, I really think that gold will be moving up from here. If not, then this will be the lower point. So let's just mark our buy area in gold. So buy is above this zone, and sells below this zone over here. This whole area is a no trade zone, because the thing is, like, let me just show you here. The thing is, once we starts to go below this zone over here, then we know that earlier we rejected this area and it just came straight down here, which is around 120 pips of range. So right now currently we are at the support. If we look at the left, then this is a pretty strong support, because let's see here, because here candles rejected this area, came back down, bounced back, came back down, bounced back. This is also a really strong support zone over here, and here it just made a fake out move, bounced back, and again it just rejected this area, bounced back below, and it created a support over here and eventually break up. And again it tried to break this support level and tested multiple times, but didn't break below again, and it just eventually went up to this resistance over here. So now it just rejected this resistance at this point, on 31st. So 31st is today only. Okay, so today it just tested that area and it just came back down here, and I think some sort of consolidation at this point. So once we break below and close below this area, and once gold starts to go far away from this area, then eventually we can take a sell trade and anticipate that the gold will be moving down to test this zone after that. So below this first area will be this here at this point. Let's see if it rejected this area. Yeah, this will be the area where gold will be coming, which is 43 pips of range, and after that it can come down to this area. So yeah, GJ is stuck at same level. Okay, so if we are not taking sells below this area, let's see, where is the gold again? Okay, so 1 hour candle rejecting. Okay, let's see. I think good sells will be below this area over here, 1899.92. Let's match this area, 1899.92. Okay, so this area over here. So I think good sells will be sorry, good sells will be below this area, or if a candle closes below this area, then we can think of sells. But to take sells, this should be the area here. Because look, at this area over here, the gold is just facing so much of problem. The previous candle, like, let's have a closer look here. This candle tried to go down, failed, closed back in the range. This candle break below this range, but eventually closed back in the range and closed by. This big candle went all the way down, break even broke the our execution point also, but it just went 4 pips down and closed back in the range. The previous candles did the same thing, break this area over here and closed bullish. So if this candle breaks this low again, do you really think that gold cannot do these things again? Because I really think that gold can do these things all the time, every time. So to stay safe and to stay, it really needs that to stay really calm. Even though this candle is breaking this area over here, really need to wait for a candle to finally close below this area, this zone. Then I can think of sells. And that also maybe because I have already this area marked here for sells. So this will be more logical and accurate area for sells, because this zone here is kind of it's looking good, but it's kind of I don't know, because maybe I'll think of sells once this candle starts to go down. And let's see, GJ rejecting the same area here. This is a good strong strong zone at this point. This is a strong zone. So if it has to reject, it has to reject this zone only, and then it will be moving down. Yeah. And once it starts to come down, then eventually it will be filling these wicks, and after that can broke down. So yeah, let's just take this area here. Okay, so previous 15-minute candle of gold just closed bearish. So now we'll wait for the 30-minute candle to close below this range over here. GJ is rejecting that area. 15-minute candle, let's see here. 15-minute candle just closed bullish. Okay, so right now GBJPY is at this price over here. It can eventually come down to, yeah, the same level here. Okay, so it can eventually come down to test this level. So yeah, and this is a strong analysis at this point because it's just matching from the left. So okay, gold moving up. Finally it's moving up. No good range, no trade zone, no trade zone. You know, if this gold candle breaks above this area, then there's a high chance that gold might just move up to this area. But I'll stick to my plan and I'll wait for gold to break above this area. Now we are just moving into NY open here. And at the time of NY open, we can see some sort of volume in the market, which can eventually push the market to the upside. And and that time, if gold starts to break this high over here, then I think that will be a pretty good option for us to trade. Let's see. 30-minute bullish, 1 hour rejecting, 4 hour going up. 1 hour left for 4-hour candle to close. Okay, that means 1 hour will be moving up. Alright, 9 minutes left here. 9 minutes left. Created a support, creating another support. So let's see what will be our stop loss. Stop loss is coming out to be big here. Let's see in the 5 minute. 5 minute candle. Should be closing up. 6-7 pips of stops. Yeah. So now I want this 5 minute candle to close above this area, because it rejected earlier at this point and rejected earlier at this point also. So I really need to be very sure about this trade, and if this candle closes up here, looks like it will not stop for me. It just broke this high over here and now it can just move up to this level. But earlier it just rejected this area, so don't know if it can reject it again. Okay, yeah, there is a very high chance that gold can move up. Very high chance. 1 minute left for candle to close, 5 minute candle to close in gold. Let me just get ready. So I'll take a small trade in gold if this candle closes above this area, once the next candle breaks this high over here, and I'll keep my stop loss below the same candle, 8-9 pips. Let's see here. Yeah, it can just test the high again. 50-60 pips. "22 seconds left. 22 seconds left. Oh, the 5 minute candle just closed with no wick. No trade. No trade. Now this candle can just eventually close below this range. I'll wait for this candle to close. This candle will be closing in 4 minutes, so now I'll wait for 4 more minutes. In that 4 minutes, if this candle just go to this level, and so really cannot do anything about that, But in another 4 minutes, if this candle closes above this range and the next candle breaks this high, then I can take a trade. That will be a good entry. But right now, nothing. This 5 minute candle was just, you know, no confirmations. So the same thing is happening over here. Gold is just rejecting this area and now coming back down. Oh, look at this rejection here. That's why, really, confirmations are really important. Yeah, right now there is no trade. Right now. Because the thing is, I was about to trade this gold here if this 5 minute candle has left upper wick, but it just closed with no wick on the top, so drop that idea. Now waiting for a 15 minute candle to, it will be closing in 4 seconds, so I think, yeah, it just closed at support level. Sorry, resistance level, so really cannot do anything at this point. And if even if this candle breaks this high over here, and if we calculate the range, then the range is not good. It's only 11 pips. So this is a no trade zone here now. No trade zone. There's no range. Okay. So, and this is also no trade zone because there is also no range, no trade zone. So gold is just rejecting here, and again it can come down to this level, and then it can finally move down if gold wants to move down. But the thing is, the clear idea is buys above this area. Good range, 22 pips. GJ just closed above that area. Okay. Okay, so 1 hour candle just closed above this area over here in GBJPY. It can eventually go up to this level at least to test this area, and then it can come down to test this low again if GBJPY wants to go down. But the thing is, even if GBJPY just break above this area, then we cannot take a trade because we have this range at this point. So only 10 pips of range is there, so cannot execute any trade here. If the market was, going down, then GJ could have been a really good trade for today. But still I think that let's just stretch this here and let's have a clear look at this point. Look, this area is exactly matching with this area over here. So if now GBP starts to go down, then this will be the area where it's heading towards. So this is around 14 pips of range. So I'll try to catch this range over here, but if I'll be having range above 13 pips, 12-13 pips only then. But if this candle just closes here, somewhere around here, then no trades. Then I'll wait for a candle to close below 155.375. Okay, gold doing nothing today. Alright. So I'll just write here in the description. No trades today. Gold still trying to go up, but we know that where we want to take trade, because if we just talk about gold, then let's have a look. So let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, let's go to 30 minutes. So we are talking about a buy above this area, right? So if we have a buy above this area, then if we move to the bigger time frames, then 1 hour, 4 hour, then we know that the 4 hour candle will be moving up by breaking this high over here, and then we can, we can have some momentum in the market, and eventually it will be moving up. So yeah, that's the idea here. But that can only happen if there is volume and other features of the market. But by looking at the market right now, I really don't think that it will be moving anywhere. So still got 23 minutes left here. Okay, so gold is moving up now. 30 minutes, it's moving up. So I think that GBP JPY is just struggling here, and it will be doing this all day and now. And gold is still far away from the range, no volume. So I think let's just call it a day here and save our dollars for tomorrow. So yeah. So take care everybody, and thank you for being online, and take care. Have a great day.